Hi guys, it's Astrid. I really wanted to film something for you guys because I don't want to be posting like every 2 weeks. I want to be consistent. So I think I want to do a story time, and I think I want to do it on when my fucking boyfriend cheated on me, because he's a fucking asshole. We're cool now, but he was a fucking asshole way back when. We're cool now. Hey boy, how you doing? Peace and love. Okay, so let's get into the story. He was actually my first boyfriend. He was my first everything. He was my first love. He was my first boyfriend. He was my first kiss. He was my first everything, you guys. But we had only been dating for about, I think it was going on 3 months. So my cousin was actually dating his brother, which was Edgar, and my boyfriend's name at the time was Edwin. So we were dating, so every time we would hang out, like the four of us would hang out. I was a shitty girlfriend back then, like, I have to admit. There were times where I would not talk to him for, let's say, 3 days straight, and then he'll call me and be like, hey, like, did you fucking forget that you have a boyfriend now? Like, you're in a fucking relationship? Like, what do you mean? But I was like fucking 16. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I just have a lot of shit going on, and just like brushed it off. So yeah, like, I was this shitty girlfriend, but every time we would see each other, we would like hug and just talk and kiss and whatever. We used to live really close to a park. It was like by our house, and Edwin and Edgar lived close to our house too. So to get to that park, we would pass up their house. I mean, we would walk there because it was only like a 5-minute walk. So we would walk there, and we would see their house as we were walking to the park. So that's important. So one day I was with my cousin, and she's like, hey, I'm gonna go see Edgar, like, at the park. Do you want to come with? And I was like, yeah, okay, like, that's fine. I could go with you guys. He's like, yeah, maybe Edwin can come too. And I was like, yeah, for sure. But at the time, I didn't have a phone, so there was no way of me like calling him and just letting him know that I was going. But of course, like, Edgar could have told him. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened there. We go to the park, we go straight to the park, and they're not there yet. So I was like, okay, so what the fuck is wrong with these guys? So my cousin's like, okay, so let's go back to their house, like, let's wait for them there, so then we can just all of us go to the park. So I was like, okay, cool. So we go to their house, and there's no one there. They live like in a corner. So there was a stop sign, and there's a big street. Not a big street, but there's a street, and then there's another, like, their front door neighbor. This motherfucker was talking to his front door neighbor, like, just standing there talking. And this bitch, excuse my language, but this chick was fucking disgusting. And she was old and nasty and like had a boy haircut. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I was just like, okay, so like he's maybe asking for something or whatever the fuck. I didn't think anything of it. I stand there in the corner, like by the stop sign, and I'm just waiting, like, me and my cousin, or my cousin's there too. So we're both waiting there, like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, aren't you gonna fucking hop off her motherfucking dick and come over here and like say hi to your girlfriend? I just burped. Okay. I'm there, like, standing, and this bitch turns around, he sees me, and he just continues his fucking conversation. And I was like, bitch, no, like, what are you doing? So I was like, my cousin, I see my cousin, and I was like, did you see that? And my cousin's just like fucking, I could see her fucking anger building up, and I was like, okay, let's go. And then Edgar comes out, and we both, like, all three of us go to the park. And Edgar can't even look at me, and he's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, like, you're cool, like, what do you mean? Like, it's him that's fucking up? And it was just like really awkward because he wouldn't look at me when he was talking to me. Like, it was just weird. So then one of his friends goes to the park too, that's really good friends with Edgar and Edwin. So he goes there, and obviously, like, I was fucking third wheeling, so he takes me apart and was like, hey, let's talk, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. And then he's like, hey, like, that was fucked up what he did to you and whatever. Like, he didn't even acknowledge you. Like, by this point, they knew. Like, they knew what he was doing, and they didn't fucking tell me. Like, I was the one that looked like a fucking idiot for just thinking we're still okay when we're clearly fucking broken up already. But I had no knowledge. I mean, they never told me. They never let me know, like, hey, this is what's going down. Like, I just thought that you should. No. Like, no. These bitches never told me anything. So, how the fuck was I supposed to know? Like, I fucking looked like a dumbass. Just there. Like, are you coming over or not? Like, should I go over? Like, do you want me to go over? Like, how is this gonna work out? Do we meet in the middle of the street? Or how the fuck, you know? So I just look fucking dumb. Me and Edwin are cool now. Like, he's still fucking around. I don't think we ever talked about it, but we're cool. I mean, we just look at each other as friends now. I know he's never gonna settle down or anything like that. I mean, at least not anytime soon. And the other guy, like, we ended up being like really close friends. So everything's good, but yes, guys, like, I fucking looked so stupid just thinking we're fucking cool, like, and this bitch is fucking around with another grown ass woman. Like, can you explain that to me, please? Because I'm not fucking getting it. But after that whole situation, like, we never talked, we never, like, it was like months before he started messaging me back. I think he messaged me on Facebook because at the time I had a boyfriend. I actually broke up with 2 boyfriends I had because of him, because he would text me like, hey, like, I fucking miss you, like, I'm sorry for what I did, while he was still going out with that lady. And my stupid ass, like, believed him, because he would tell me like, yeah, like, I want to try things out again and I fucked up, like, I'm so sorry. So I was like, okay, cool. And then, like, when I would break up with them, Edwin would fucking disappear and I was left alone, like, fucking again. Like, I don't know, like, I was dumb. But my advice to you guys, if you guys are going through a breakup, just a guy that you're barely meeting, like, you don't have that much of a relationship with, like, it's only going on, like me, it was going on 3 months, then don't fucking stress over it. I mean, he's just another fuck boy and you'll get over it. I think it's true what they say, that you never forget your first love, or your first, because I could never, like, I could never stop talking to him, just for the simple fact that we shared so much together. I mean, through a course of years. I mean, we, not necessarily we were together, but we were friends and we were talking, and we have shared so much. I couldn't imagine just not talking to him completely. I mean, there's times where we don't talk for months, you guys, for months. But then we text each other and it's like, okay, cool. Like, we still have a friendship there, you know? So that's kind of cool. But yeah, that was the time my boyfriend cheated on me, like, literally cheated on me, like, in front of my face. Like, that was fucked up. But I think that's it. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.